The power thrummed in her veins. She shivered in delight. The power emanating from the edifice made her entire body tingle. "Dick," the voice inside her demanded. With a cold, delighted smile, she did. Chapter 1. All Hands on Deck. Crystal City, Virginia.
"We have a situation. We need you to come in."
Amanda Newport, director of the Torrent Control Organization, pressed the red end button on her encrypted phone and frowned at the now dark screen. She never liked being summoned to the CIA director's office, but especially not on a Sunday. She was in the middle of making a batch of pancakes, had just folded in the egg whites, which meant the batch would be ruined if she put the batter in the refrigerator. No help for it, though. She dumped the batter down the sink, put the blueberries and cashew milk back in the fridge. At least I hadn't put the blueberries in yet. That would truly be a waste. And headed to her bedroom to dress. Urgent it may be, but she wouldn't show up without at least putting her hair in a bun and pulling on some jeans. Her apartment in Crystal City had several advantages, only one being a spectacular view of the Washington Monument and the various marble buildings that made up the D.C. landscape. It was also less than a 15-minute drive to Langley. She was on campus 20 minutes after the call, striding past the Kryptos sculpture with barely a glance at its magnificence. 3 of the codes had been cracked, but the 4th remained a mystery. She'd often wondered if its significance was related to her division, the TCO. There was magic in codes, too, after all. Sunlight caught the edge and flashed as she passed. If she'd stopped to watch, she might have noticed how the sun's reflection made the corner glow green for the barest of moments. But she was in a hurry, and Kryptos would have to wait for another day. She presented herself to Joshua's admin, Gladys, a lovely but intimidating relic from the agency's golden age of the Cold War, and was waved through. Joshua was the CIA director's direct report and Amanda's immediate boss. She spied him standing behind his desk, back to the door. What she wasn't expecting was the director himself, long body hunched into one of Joshua's leather chairs. Joshua turned when she entered and waved Amanda to the sofa, taking the chair next to the director.
"Amanda,"
the director greeted her.
"Thanks for coming in."
"Isaac," she replied, just as coolly. While Joshua had always been a steady presence in her career, he wasn't a presidential appointee but actual CIA staff. The directors changed almost as often as the country voted in new leadership. Isaac Fitzgerald was the latest in a string of directors, and she got the sense he thought her division a bunch of mumbo-jumbo. Just to make him sweat, she flicked a fire spell at the gas fireplace against the far wall, and flames rose, crackling merrily. She wasn't above showing off a little to get her point across. Magic is real. Get used to it, buddy.
"Sorry to drag you in on a Sunday, but there's a problem in Rome. It seems there was an explosion and building collapse at the Basilica di San Clemente."
Uh-oh. Jayne, I'm gonna kill you. "A terror attack?" she asked, hoping against hope they said yes.
"Unknown,"
Joshua replied.
"This just happened. We sent a team. There are casualties. Witnesses reported seeing a blue light encompass the area before the explosion happened. Similar reports came in after the earthquake at Fontainebleau. We thought this might be your people."
With a sigh, Amanda nodded. "That is entirely possible. I do have a team in Rome as we speak. I will reach out immediately and—" The director sat forward in his crumpled leather chair.
"Amanda, I need you to be frank with me. It feels as if your division is slipping. The president has expressed his desire to see these international accidents stop. It's making his foreign policy difficult to manage, not to mention the extreme outlay of